Alright, friends, let us begin the meditation. Cross our hands, fingers into fingers. Cross our legs. Gently close our eyes. And become one with your breath. A natural, normal, soft, tender, tranquil breath. I have no thoughts whatsoever, friends. Just be a witness to whatever is happening inside you. Right now, our task is to empty our mind as much as possible. Enjoy being with yourself, friends. Enjoy each and every second of this process of emptying your mind. You are your own creator. So if we are our own creators, let us create a beautiful mind. An empty mind right now. Just be with your breath to empty your mind. Just the natural breath. Feel how it is going in and how it is coming out. The more you empty your mind, the more you attain clarity. The more you will appreciate the beauty of life. You are your own best friend. You are your own great support. Be there for yourself. Just the natural breath, friends. Last 1 minute, friends. Bring back your awareness to your physical body and to your surroundings. And let us express our gratitude to our breath, to ourselves, to our family, friends, to our situations that are teaching us so that we can grow. Also, let us be grateful for every living and non living thing that is creating a difference in our life. Realize that we all are wonderful beings and we create our own reality. Now, whenever you're ready, friends, you may place your both palms over your eyes and slowly remove your hands and open your eyes. Welcome back, friends. I hope you all had a peaceful meditation. So, if there is anything that you would like to share before we get into the storytelling part, you can go ahead and share your experience. And for me today, it was very, very deep, very intense, and I really enjoyed it. It was very deep. Thank you. Yes, Meena.
Music, music is the today till I am in that place
Wow, that's great.
so quickly. It's very deep for me to today.
Wow, that's great, Meena. Thank you so much. Yes, friends. Anybody else? Yes, Karimaji. Please go ahead.
Hi, Madhu. It was
Hi.
a wonderful experience today. I was also very deep in meditation,
Mm,
and I think first time I was thoroughly enjoy. You know,
mm,
and I felt something in between my eye, both the eyebrows,
mhm.
like spinning something of different kind of vibrations.
Wow.
So nice, and music was very very lovely.
Thank you, Karimaji. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, friends. Anybody else? Or do you have any questions? Okay. Regarding the questions part, tomorrow Ram will be guiding us into a 1 hour meditation at the same time, and he will be taking questions. If you have any questions related to life and spirituality, you can pen it down and you can ask Ram tomorrow. And so that's one thing. Every Wednesday he's going to do this 1 hour of deep meditation and then question and answer session. All right. Anybody else of sharing? Or shall we go ahead with the story part? I know a few friends over here had heard this story before. I would like to read it again. Just give me a minute. Yep. All right, friends. If you wish to close your eyes, you can close your eyes. So, this is from the book of The Tao of Success. That's my favorite book because it has got full of stories. And today's story is about the antique vase. There was a general in ancient China who retired after many years of military service. Not wishing to sit around doing nothing, he took up the hobby of collecting antiques. One day he sat in his study to admire his latest acquisition, a small antique vase. It was expensive, but worth it. He turned it this way and that, examining the exquisite patterns that ancient craftsmen had worked into it. Suddenly, a careless movement of his fingers caused the vase to slip from his hands. The general tried to catch it, but its slick surface was difficult to grasp. He dove forward to try again. It was a close call, but he finally managed to hold on to it, mere inches from the floor. The general's heart was pounding rapidly. His breathing was frantic. He gripped the vase tightly and stood up slowly. After a while, he was able to regain some composure. He was relieved to have avoided damage, but something was not right. Instead of elation, he felt only puzzlement. In all my campaigns, he thought to, he thought to himself, charging against the enemy and leading men into battle, even facing much bigger armies than mine, I never felt as much fear as I did just now. Why? Throughout his military career, the general always recognized the possibility of losing his life, but it didn't frighten him at all. Somehow, on this particular day, the possibility of losing the vase frightened him a lot. In an instant of clarity, he saw the problem. He had become too attached to the vase. That attachment was a cause of emotional turmoil. He looked at the vase again, seeing it in a completely different light. Then, with his mind perfectly at ease, he relaxed his hands. The vase dropped and shattered into pieces. So, when we delve into the meaning of it, friends, the self or wealth, which is greater, gain or loss, which is more painful? These are the point blank questions that go right to the heart of the issue. Somehow, the vase became greater or more important to the general than his life, at least for a while. What made it that way? We know the vase didn't make it that way because it was merely an object with no supernatural powers to affect the mind. The problem had to originate with the general himself. He was the one who assigned a high level of importance to the vase. It was as if the vase owned him instead of the other way around. Countless people have died in pursuit of wealth throughout history, and we have all seen those who endanger themselves because of greed. These are the individuals who assign a high level of importance to material things. They may think they are acquiring money, but it is as if they have been acquired by money. Just as the vase was not the real source of the general's problem, money itself isn't to blame. Money can't really make us do anything. So the question isn't so much why inanimate objects should have so much power over us, but why we should willingly grant them that power. We often think of gain as good and loss as bad. So it seems only natural to conclude that loss is more painful. But when we consider the ways from the Tao perspective, we can glimpse a different truth. The assignment of more importance to wealth can actually lead to gain being more painful. This may seem totally contrary to our expectations. The ways can be generalized to represent anything we are attached to. Anything, friends, may it be people, may it be position, may it be power, whatever it is, any attachment. The more attached we are to it, the more we fear losing it. Nor is this fear something that only starts when the loss occurs, even before anything happens to the object of attachment, we are already afraid. For instance, I have a friend who recently purchased a laptop. It was very expensive because it was as small and light as a laptop could be. Why do you need something so tiny? I asked him. Because I can take it with me anywhere, he said, beaming with pride. Several months later, I ran into him at a conference. I noticed he was using a rather large and heavy laptop. Hey, what happened to your new toy? I asked. Oh, I left it at home, he said. I couldn't take the chance of having it damaged or stolen or misplaced, so I brought this older laptop instead. As I reflected on his words, I wondered if he realized the irony. We human beings have this knack for taking actions that seem perfectly logical at the time, only to have them lead us down the path to strange conclusions. The fear my friend felt was fundamentally no different from the general's fear. The magnitude, the magnitude of this fear corresponds in direct proportion to the degree of attachment. And we are the sole cause of it. Most of us don't think about this much. We accept it as part of life. But why should we? Why should we live with fear that we have created for ourselves? The general's decision to let go of the vase represents the way Tao cultivators transcend this problem. It doesn't mean we should also drop our material belongings and shatter them into pieces. What it really means is that we need to relax and relinquish our grasping tendencies. One sage has compared this to a thirsty man trying to get a drink of water from a mountain stream. The man dips his hand into the stream in order to bring water to his lips. If he does so with clenched fists, then he will remain thirsty. If he does so with open hands cupped together, then he will enjoy the cool and refreshing water as much as he wants. It is the same with life. If we live life full of attachments, we would be like General grasping the vase tightly, or the man thrusting fists into water. We experience the fear of loss, end up with nothing worthwhile, and have no one to blame but ourselves. By being able to let go, we release the artificial fear that we have created. Like the general, we can rediscover our peace of mind by loosening the death grip. Like the thirsty man, we can dip our open hands into the stream of life and scoop up the clear and sparkling essence of the life. When we look at this essence, we see in it the exquisite patterns of existence. They are not the static patterns of human creations, but the dynamic, ever changing forces of nature crafted by the divine. It is more ancient than any antique, but it is eternal. It is more valuable than any treasure, but it is priceless. To drink this essence is to infuse life with the Tao. To bring it to our lips, we must first open clenched fists. We drink with the mind perfectly at ease and free from fear. Then we relax, grasping nothing, so we can scoop up more water and bring even more life. It's a wonderful story, friends. It it says a lot. Any kind of attachments, even attachments to your emotions as well, to the fear, to losing of someone, to anything it could be. So keep yourself loose. Whatever happens, accept it. So there is also, many people I see in my family or everywhere, people pay too much attention, too much priority to the material things. Suppose they have a car and someone from the family take the car out and some accident happens, the car gets a scratch. what the immediate question that the person who gave the car ask is, how is the car? Like what is the condition? It's just a material thing. Why do we get attached to those things? Instead, we should care for that person. We should always, even we see in our homes, like a kid drops something and we scold that kid so much. Hey, why did you do that? You are so reckless. How can you do this? You have to be careful. So instead, if we say that's okay, like that it can happen. So in that way, we become free and we are not putting that kid in that cage. So the cage of guilt. So let us practice this detachment, friends. It's not a new subject which we have which we are listening. It's I've been sharing about these concepts of detachments and so so let us try to implement and try to change the way we look at things and I'm sure we will become more and more free like the general how he became free when he let go of the vase because that's not important because he has caged himself. So he released himself with an understanding. So let us all be free and let us all come out of this cage of attachments. So thank you so much for listening. Yes, if you have anything to share, friends, you can still unmute yourself and share. Have you ever experienced something like that, or any attachments that you have and you want to let go of them? You can go ahead and share.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi,
Uh,
Pavniji.
I'm wondering because since joined this group, every day and there is a message. There every day there is a learning for me. Today also one instance happened, uh, similar to the story you have narrated. And
Mhm,
today, as I got up, the person who takes the dust came,
mhm,
and I was actually asleep. And as soon as I was in a hurry that I shouldn't make that lady wait for me to give the dust.
mhm,
So by mistake, the sari which I actually like a lot. I am. I used to keep it very carefully, and
mhm,
from years it was there with me. But very rarely I used to pick the sari to wear,
mhm,
and I think probably only 3 times I wore it. I felt that now it's time for a dry clean, so I kept it aside. And by mistake today,
mhm,
I gave that sari in the dust. I just gave it to her. I didn't notice.
mhm,
In the afternoon, I realized that by mistake I gave it to her. It went off in the dust. So
mhm,
I was feeling very bad actually because that sari was very some embroidery work. My aunt uh, took a lot of effort to
mhm,
design that sari and all.
mhm,
So I used to keep it carefully. But today I was feeling very bad from inside.
mhm.
But I realized that only for a sari I'm
Yeah.
feeling so bad. And 2 days before, only in the alternate day, I think day before yesterday, I told that I'm ready for my son's departure.
Mhm,
Uh, but I know that it's very difficult, but as I'm saying, I was preparing myself. Whenever I say to, and whenever I share these feelings with masters, that I feel that I'm saying into the universe that I'm ready.
mhm.
I feel that universe will give me courage to undergo all these things.
Yeah.
So that is the reason I say. I say it aloud, so that I'm practicing and the universe is listening, and universe will help me in undergoing all these procedure. Today I was feeling so bad for a little, as you told, it's an inanimate thing.
Mm.
But what about a life? How can we get detached? Actually, whenever I was sitting in the meditation, I was actually weeping, crying. But afterwards, you narrated this story. I was wondering, this is for me only. So I wanted to share this. It's a process, I know.
Yes.
I actually proclaim that I want to celebrate, because I feel that so that I can get courage from the universe. I
Yes.
can, yeah. I just wanted to share this. Thank you so much. I'm actually a bit relieved.
That's great, Pavni Garu, because that's what you have shared is really good. Good that you have come up and shared, and how you have shared about material things, and how you have shared about your son. You know, like um, the detachment that you are seeking from your son. You know, like so that's really you have a lot of courage to say all these things, and very happy to have met
Actually,
you. Mm.
I wanted to speak to you in personally, because I didn't want to make anyone feel sad, or I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But
Mm.
somehow I spoke here. I
No,
don't know
because
why.
it is very important, Pavniji. You know, like these things we have to share, because you set an inspiration for all of us here. I know it is not easy to like when you know that the time is nearing for your son's departure, and still you are able to be composed and have a composure, and like that we are getting to learn from you, and that is the real detachment that you are slowly learning, and you're teaching us in a way.
Now I'm also
And
learning, actually. Um, by sharing like this, I'm getting strength from the universe. But I don't want to make anybody feel sad,
no,
or
no, no, no. Here, see, Pavniji, like here, we don't feel sad. When you share this to me, we did not feel sad, because we understood that it was time, because we all are learning, and we all have experienced many things in our lives. So like we will be there for each other. Not in like a sympathetic way, but we'll
yeah.
be together in supporting each other in the spiritual way. Like as you said, you want to celebrate this. This is a celebration. Who said that
Mm,
death is the end? Like it's really a celebration. It is like that beautiful soul is passing over to the other worlds, wherein that soul will get to learn a lot of things. He will experience greater stuff. It's a release for that soul. The karma is cleared for that soul in this janma, and that soul is leaving. So why we have to cry and like make a big thing. I still remember my grandfather, my father's father. He wrote
mm,
a letter,
mm,
and he wrote a letter before he was vacating. He said to my father in that letter that when I'm gone, do not
mm,
mourn, do not cry.
mm. Wonderful.
So like keep it very simple. Let's not make a like a big scene. He said, don't do
Mm,
that. Just be,
mm.
like just be in silence, and that is how I enjoy my death. That's what he said.
Wonderful.
That's what he mentioned. I said, what a great wise man he is. Like when I've heard this from my father or mother saying that, I was in my 10th standard, knowing
Yes.
these things. Like that is what is every great master is telling. Like why we cry? We know that there is no death. Death is only for the physical body, but like we will go and we'll come back. So it's a cycle. So why we have to get
Mm.
attached to?
you told that I have a you are feeling that I'm great, but I'm just learning, and actually I was making it very difficult for him with my attachment.
Exactly.
So mm, actually, I'm making it very difficult. I
Mm.
want that to be very smooth, very enjoyable,
Yes.
um, very
Yes.
great.
Yes. Maybe if your son understands or not, I don't know, Pavniji. Like maybe in this physical sense, maybe his soul must be knowing everything. What you have to do is you have to sit with him and read, like no books on no death, and like what happens in the other worlds, like prepare him, or in that way you are preparing yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
With me only.
I will recommend few books, and
Yes,
maybe you can just read that to him, you know
yes, ma'am.
yeah.
Actually, he has that knowledge, ma'am.
Super.
It was it is me who is
Mm.
holding him back.
This is
Actually,
what
some model.
this is what we know. I mean, like we know that he knows everything, but the reading is not for him. And that's what I
Mm,
said. The reading is not for him. The reading is for us, to
okay.
comfort us. To make us understand. The more we read such stories, such like such books, we will get a higher understanding. Our perspectives will
Yes, yes.
change.
Always, I used to feel that as I am under the leadership of Patriji, and so I just wanted to um, be an example for
Yeah,
celebrating death.
exactly.
So when I went to Pyramid Valley,
Mm,
there that was my initial days of meditation. There he told you should be a Buddha. All
mm,
of you who are here, present here, should
mm,
become a Buddha and go leave this valley.
mm,
So I was actually taken aback. How can we become Buddha? He told that becoming a Buddha means when your when your child is murdered in front of you, you shouldn't lose your composure,
yeah,
you shouldn't lose your
exactly.
balance. So I was shocked. I was actually craving for a guru,
Mm,
but I felt that I cannot become his student because I don't know this. But I felt very bad inside. I felt very
mm,
low. But from that day onwards, I used to practice. I'm actually practicing every day.
mm,
But over a period of time, I'm much better. From that day when I heard that and to this day, I
mm,
have changed a lot, but there is much more to change.
yeah.
But whenever I tell my experience in sessions,
Mm,
people ask me to share your experience. So when I share, this is my major experience in life.
mm,
So actually, I came into meditation that I want to save my son. I
mm,
want to bring changes in him. And then gradually, I understood that I should change myself, not my
mm,
son. I cannot change my son because he has a soul purpose, a soul plan.
yeah.
I cannot change his soul plan. It is me who has to change. It is
Mm,
me who has to accept all these truths. So gradually, I was learning. But
mm,
whenever I share this, people actually resist. I feel that energy. They feel
mm,
bad. They cannot. And somehow it looks strange. Why is this lady expressing all these? This didn't happen actually. But even
mm,
then, and that was the circumstance. I used to feel that this is time to tell.
yeah.
So it's my major experience in life. So I have this experience only.
Mm.
So I
Keep
used to feel that it was my responsibility. That's the reason I didn't want to share here. I wanted to speak to you personally.
no.
Mm,
Keep sharing, Pavniji, because this is very important. This is very important. Each and every step that you're taking in this journey is very important for all of us to learn here. So
mm.
you are you are experiencing this. Many people are experiencing situations with their parents and like maybe
Yes.
siblings or like,
Yes.
so
Yes.
your experience will be an inspiration for us how to be, like how to live, how to celebrate
Ma'am,
of
as
all
I
whatever.
decided to follow Patri sir's path, then the instances used to come. Many people who had fear of death used to come to me, and they used to express their sorrow in front of me,
Mm,
and I was made to be in a situation where I had to counsel them.
mm,
But
mm,
I myself have that great fear, fear of death. But
mm.
I was made to counsel them. See
Yeah.
that situation, ironical. I don't know what word we should use, but
Just,
I was made to counsel them. At the same time, if anybody counsels me, that couldn't work actually.
mm,
But I'm counseling myself.
mm.
That has happened with me actually.
That's
Uh,
really great. These
yeah.
things just doesn't happen like that, Pavniji, because the people who are coming to you are coming for a reason in a way that they are preparing you. When
Yeah.
you are counseling them, you are saying it to your own self.
Yes. Yes.
Like in a
That's what
way.
has happened.
So like when we teach about meditation or when we share about meditation, it is not for others that we are doing it. We are doing it for
Yes.
our own self. Each time
Yes.
when we take a session, whatever is
Mm.
coming to us, whatever we are
Mm.
sharing is not for others. It is for us to learn.
Mm.
So like that's really good. Whatever is happening in your life, Pavniji. So please keep
Because
it
up
keep.
till now, from since I started meditation, never I lost a thing.
Mm,
All these don't happen with me. I'm very
mm,
comfortable. I'm very safe. Don't lose a penny because I don't make any effort.
mm,
I'm very comfortable. But
mm.
today, when I with my
Lost
own hands,
this sari.
I gave it away. Then I
Mm,
was in a shock. What's
yeah,
happening? And why am I feeling so bad when a sari has? Because I'm not attached so much to clothes.
yeah,
I was wondering what's happening. Some pain was happening in my heart. Some hair. I couldn't express that pain. I was feeling so bad for that sari.
yeah,
Then I realized, what about the when I you
yeah. I
got my point.
understand. Yes, yes,
Mm,
yes. I understood. So
so,
yes,
I'm sorry I have taken so much of time.
no, no, no.
I'm very
It's good,
but
good to listen.
yes, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
thank you so
for
much.
being
Yeah,
such a patient group. Thank you, group. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you, Pavniji. Yes, Ankit. Do you want to add something?
Yes, madam. About this, I heard from Patri sir only.
Mm,
Like we are coming from universe, like it is a Paramatma group souls.
mm,
We are
yeah.
coming to this earth. We are like individual soul. We have taken this body and we come. This earth is a school, and that
Yeah.
is the home.
Mm,
Normally, when we are going to school, in the normal when we are studying, when we are
mm,
coming back, we feel happy. We don't cry. No, when we are going to school only, we cry, and when we are coming back home, we don't cry. We feel
right.
happy. In the same way, when we are coming from the universe to
Other
earth,
words. Mm,
again when we're going back, we will not try. When we're going home, we generally we will be happy. We will not try. But this is like that example Sar gave. It was perfect example Sar gave.
beautiful. Wonderful, Sankit.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Wow. Wow. That's really great. Like Earth is a school and our home is somewhere in the other worlds. So
Yeah.
when we are vacating, like why or anybody is vacating, if they're leaving their physical body, they are going to their home. We have to really celebrate.
Correct, madam.
Hey, it's time to meet my family over there. Like my family is there. So that's great. Yes, thank you, Sankit, for sharing this. It
Mere vacation,
really
going back to
comforts.
the house. That's it.
Yes.
Going back to the house.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah. Thank you. So great. So all right, friends, then I hope and I'm sure that this is a great session, great sharings and great learnings. And we'll all meet again tomorrow. And tomorrow morning we have the meditation, and tomorrow evening Ram will be doing this 1 hour guided meditation and a question and answer session. Till we see each other tomorrow, have a lovely night and a lovely day, friends.
Madhu,
Namaste to all. Yes, Balagaru.
is there a time change in Europe around this time? Because we
No,
had
not yet. Not yet. It will be in a week or 10 days time. We will also be having a daylight saving. Yeah. So
for
then
us,
it will be yeah.
1 hour we spring forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's why this morning I was a little confused, and then I realized, oh, it's not 11, it's 12 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's from 28th of March.
Yes, 28th. Yes, in
Thank you.
12 days. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Lakshmi. So all right, friends. Bye then. Namaste to all.